if you know me for any amount of time, you probably know that I had this thing. I've had it for like 5 or 6 years or something, since before I went to university, I'm pretty sure, so my 18th, 19th birthday, I think it was. Anyway, it came packaged with another one, and I did the other one within like a day or something. And if I recall, that was a 2-star problem. This one was like a 3-star problem, but you'd think like the difference would be pretty negligible, you'd be able to do it, whatever. It actually turned out to be a little more difficult than that. I've only solved it for the first time today after like, I'm pretty sure 5 or 6 years. So a little bit of background on what went wrong with this one. Well, basically I had it for ages, and I took it to university. I like to have something on my desk to have something, do with my hands. Had it for ages, and I couldn't solve it. Use it as a foot massager or whatever, it's fine. And like, I had the solution with me, but I never looked at it. But I gave other people the solution to look at, and they couldn't solve it either. So I was like, this thing must just be impossible. So anyway, last year when I was at uni, I was playing with it as usual, and I was twisting the middle bits, like these straight pieces. I thought I was onto something because it was finally giving a bit, but then it just went snap, crack, pop, all the Rice Krispies, and the whole thing just fell to pieces. One of the middle pieces had broken. I superglued it back together, not to be deterred, and since then, I've had the opposite problem. I haven't been trying to figure out how to get it apart, I've been trying to figure out how to get it back together. Clearly succeeded. So, what was the secret? Well, I mean, the whole time I knew there were 2 pieces that were different from the others. Every piece is, you see that solid, that's got a little gap on the bottom, but then there's one that's not so solid. Oh, I don't really know, I'm showing this. There you go, that little gap. But when I first had this, I twisted it a million billion times. I twisted every piece. But basically, look at this. You twist this one, right, show yourself, right. So it's given a bit. There it goes. That piece moves to let which way am I holding this or this piece out. All right. It's easy peasy. This is the piece that I snapped. A little flimsy, but there's really nothing to it. I don't know what went wrong. And then to put it back together, you basically get all the pieces. So the three axes. See, that's wrong. That little swastika windmill. You've got to get them facing different ways. So like this one's facing that way, but this one's facing that way. And then so the final one will have to face the other way somehow. Is that right? So I don't know. I can do it. I'm not going to do it on camera. Anyway, easy done. Easy. Right, I said I wasn't going to do it on camera, but now that I've taken it apart, I feel like I kind of have to. So the first thing to do is to get the 3 different axes facing different ways. So that one's facing that way, that one's facing that way. This one needs to face, hang on, this way. Is that right? Possibly. Let's find out. Doesn't feel right, not very secure. Whoops. Whatever. So anyway, you encounter the first problem there, you block one off, and you can't just shove them in. So, I don't know, I just kind of go backwards until I find one that doesn't block one off, or I don't know, there's some method to it, but I can't remember. You can get a few in. So, feels like the next one that I've got to get in is this one facing this way. So now I've got 3 in, all facing a different way, right? So one going on the Y, one going on the X, one going on the Z. So now we need to do the other 3, assuming I've got the crossbar bit's correct. And you can put them in, but then you're kind of left with one that you can't get in, this gap. That's where this fella comes in. You put him in second to last, or something, and then this is not right. No, you put him in the one that's blocked. And this one. No, that one's blocked. You put him in somewhere. Say there for now. So we put that one in like that. And this fella slots in here. There we go. Thank goodness I've done it. But look how much looser this is. If you had this when I first got it, it was so stiff. You couldn't move any of these. Look at that wiggle room. You couldn't move any of these around. So yeah, I mean, that's putting that back together. Done. Yeah. Woo! Woo!